Are you designing rewards into your day-to-day and your goal-setting journey enough? You know, there are some pretty obvious reasons like motivation and breaking down big goals with smaller milestones. But now as coaches, there's two other reasons that we'd recommend learning to use rewards a bit better that will help you with your goals. So firstly, we're seeing a greater need to use rewards to break down people's crazy schedules now and help them unwind from their day. This helps manage energy in the long term. The relentless schedules and constant phone checking and content consumption, it distracts us from the big things and reduces the energy we need to focus on the important things, the things that we should be doing. So what does that look like? A small example is rewarding yourself during lunch with some you time. So not eating at your desk. And I know that sounds counterproductive to many people now because they think, oh, I work during lunch so I can get home earlier. The problem is that although it does sometimes happen, it doesn't happen very often. It doesn't happen with a lot of people. These are the kinds of people who have high accountability and drive and just hate having things unfinished. And it's a strength because it's such high accountability. People love working with them. They love delegating work to them. And the problem is that with these people is that they are also the type to burn out more because their strength overcompensates for all these things that they actually don't have that much control over. So breaking up those long days to have smaller, more efficient working periods manages your energy better and productivity, but more importantly, it helps you and it forces you to prioritize. So if you're trying to clock like a 60-hour work week into a 40-hour work week, man, you must be a genius. Or if you're like everybody else, you're not planning properly, so that's like your resources, your deadlines, or you've mindlessly forgotten to buffer time because there's interruptions that happen throughout the day and people turn up or things don't go right, and that's why it balloons to 60 hours, 70 hours, 80 hours from 40 hours. Or your workplace is taking you for a ride, intentionally or unintentionally, it doesn't matter because it's happening. And that leads us to number two. We're living in a really intense time with war, redundancies of inflation and eco-anxiety and polarization. There's so much. It's a terrible list that goes on. So get your mind off it with a treat. Especially if you're not meditating or digital detoxing or sleeping enough or surrounding yourself with nature or positive people. Because all those bad things leads to stress and health problems and distractions from your goals. This is nothing new, you know all this. So what may be new or hopefully helpful is learning to understand the nature of your rewards and treats for self-interpreting what that means for you. You have a spectrum of rewards that heal you or trap you into addiction. And it takes empathy for oneself to have the awareness to know when to pull back and say, you know what, I'm not going to have another drink. I'm not going to go shopping. I'm not going to play another game. Or I'm not going to do some gentlemanly activities. What helps is running it through your integrity filter. So asking yourself if this reward really serves you. And that's a tough question to ask because it's ideally it needs to be something that you love to do and enjoy while helping you with healing or on that development journey. This is a video for another time. So learn how to reward yourself. The people who love you and love you back, they want you to do that for yourself. Your goals will appreciate you doing it. And the people who you serve through your work, they'll be so happy to know that you're doing that for yourself. You've earned it. So if you need help with designing better reward systems for yourself, or you need to get past deep-seated internal barriers just to reward yourself, then I can refer you to some of the best coaches that I know. The first sessions are free. And you can reward me by helping share this to someone that you think needs to see it, or subscribe. Otherwise, as usual, slow down a little to have a great day.